sales manager Keith Morris from Landmark Systems. Originally from rural Oxfordshire, Keith started out working on farms and the local estate before studying at what was then known as the Royal Agricultural College. Upon completing his studies, he returned to work on his local estate before moving into machinery sales. In the 1990s, Keith went on to become an estate administrator in Kent, where he first came across Landmark's accountancy and management software range. Keith relocated and took up a more challenging estate administration position in Berkshire, and thanks to the experience of Landmark's software, service and training, was keen to ensure that the estate made use of Landmark's excellent products. So Keith seized the chance to join the Landmark team. Originally, he both sold and trained businesses to optimize Landmark software for their individual needs. But since then, Landmark has expanded its client base and teams to support those clients greatly. Keith is now National Sales Manager for the company, responsible for a dynamic and ever-expanding team located throughout the UK and working closely with their French partners, IS Agri. So Keith, once again, thank you so much for joining us, and it's over to you.
Yep, thank you very much, Cassie. They're very kind. And thank you very much, David and Tom, two very thought-provoking speeches. So, yeah, thank you very much for inviting me to the Agri-Epicenter conference with the interesting agenda of connecting farmers with technology. It's something that at Landmark we've been trying to do for many years. Landmark Systems have been providing software for over 30 years, and we provide accounts, property, crop and livestock recording software. We have a number of awards for our support team, and we're very pleased that we hold the Royal Warrant. We have close ties with several farming associations, and we're very pleased that the NFU recommend us as one of their preferred suppliers. Since Landmark began, we have seen technologies change dramatically, and I think it's fair to say that most people's watches and mobile phones have much more computing power than the early farm computers. And so, we've had to make a number of changes at Landmark to react to those sort of changes. It's really important, I feel, that we don't see technology as a barrier and as a problem, and that we see it as a way of releasing your potential as farmers. It should be something that you want to use. It should be something that you want to get management information from, so you can make the decisions. Because picking up on Tom and David's, and especially Tom's discussion about post-Brexit, we're all facing a lot of challenges. And I think technology should be very much there to provide you with the information and to get you out of the farm office and get you back doing what you want to do. And so, information should be provided to your palm, to your fingertips, to your mobile phone. I think one of the things that I've seen through farming, really all my life, and especially over the last sort of 5 to 10 years, farming as an industry are very, very willing to adapt and embrace new technology. And I know many people in towns would much prefer to see the rosy picture of all of you wearing smocks and walking behind a horse, but they also want food on their plate. And picking up on what Tom said, people are now more interested in local production and where their food came from. So I think we have to be in a really good position to provide that information, to face the changes, in the marketplace. Yes, COVID-19 has had a dramatic effect really on everybody, and I think, it sort of drove us further forward much a faster rate than possibly we expected, which is good. So I think, yes, we can all look at the negatives of COVID, but I do think we can look at some of the positives. And one of the good things is, we helped a number of farm staff, office staff, to be able to work remotely, from the safety of their own home and carry on doing the office accounts. So I think, COVID, definitely bad, no ifs or buts, but I think we've got to look for positives, and I think we've got to look for the way that it's actually driven our industry forward and how we work. And I think, sort of picking up on what Tom was saying, it is also helping to move us forward in one direction. So I think, yeah, I think we just need to look at the positives sometimes. Very much picking up on what Tom was saying, the constant threat of Brexit, the changing food tastes such as veganism, and the greatest awareness of CO2 emissions. We need the information at hand, and technology has to be there to provide it. And I think technology needs to be there to help you to make the best decisions to cope with all the changes that are happening at the moment and the potential changes in the future. If I sort of look more from my side of the table as opposed to the end user, I think technology should be a tool that is useful and not another task. I know most of you will have had to make changes because of the MTD VAT, and no doubt most of you are aware that the second phase of MTD new regulations are going to be coming into force, sort of April next year and then the year after. So I think it's very important that technology is there to help you, to provide you with timely, relevant information to drive your business forward and aid you in making the management decisions. So again, picking up on one of Tom's comments, there is a huge amount of data in the farm office. It's really having the tools, having the routines to be able to utilize that data. Reporting, so critically important at the moment. You've invariably got last year's history to compare with, even if you don't do a farm budget. Budgeting, because of the exceptional weather conditions we've had over the last 18 months, I feel are going to be much more important. And no doubt lots of bank managers are going to be looking for very concise and precise budgets to justify sort of carrying on the loans to businesses. So again, technology should be there to help you. Technology should be there to help you sort of reporting on a sort of weekly, monthly basis, to make sure the business is going in the direction that you think it should be. And I think technology, especially in relation to budgets, should very much be a way of helping you to improve your efficiency and identifying cost savings. By and large, as an industry, we're price takers, and the only thing you're in control of your costs. So any technology really needs to help you drive down the costs. And to drive down the costs, the first thing you have to is identify them. So again, yeah, absolutely, technology is there. Technology is a tool to be used, but technology has to be a tool that is useful for you, that is going to aid you in the farm office. If I consider the buying process for technology, I think there are a number of really important factors when it comes to choosing what technology to choose. And I think of questions such as, will it be easy to use? Will it help you? And can you get support for it when you need it? Landmark has a very solid reputation for being able to deliver on all of those 3 points. The software is written in the UK, and our support team is based in the UK. And by and large, all our trainers have a very strong farming background, because with any software, you get out of it what you put into it. And so the most important thing is to have training to help you set up the software so you can get the most out of it. Any technology that tends not to be used benefits nobody. We really want software to be used. So very important, if you're going to look at new technology, absolutely, consider that.